Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? What's poppin'? Hopefully, you guys are having a good day, man. Holidays are kind of starting to slow down a little bit before it picks back up around Christmas time, and we're all enjoying our families, right? These kids, these modern day kids, are bad as hell. It is outrageous, bro. They got it way too easy. Today's kids will never know what it's like to not be able to interrupt a grown person's conversation. You see two adults talking when I was a kid, you would get popped upside your head for interrupting their conversation. You would have to sit there and just wait. You'd have to sit there and have to wait to be acknowledged, to be spoken to first, for them to ask you, hey, what you need, healthy don't hurt. I see you're standing there. What's going on? What you want? And then you could ask them for what they want. You can't just jump up in the conversation. Daddy, I want this. Mom, I want this. Oh, daddy. Oh, don't you let them hear you. Don't you let them hear you talking about a conversation they were currently having. You better be interrupting or asking something completely unrelated because it might be game over, bro. Like, I don't know if it's a respect thing. I don't know if our generation is just getting soft. I don't know, bro. It's just different. Like nowadays, people be like, "Oh, it's child abuse." If you give your kid a nice little pop on the hand for being bad, they'll put you in jail for that type of crap, man. Be outrageous. I'm like, how are we supposed to discipline our kids with like gentle parenting? I ain't gonna lie, I try to be a gentle parent, right? I give my kid ten attempts to get it right before we use some methods that I'm not gonna share over the internet. I'm not out here abusing my son or anything, but best believe we're gonna get right. All right, we gotta do what we gotta do. But I'm like, geez, dude, what is happening to our youth? Like, you don't even see kids play outside no more. We went trick or treating this year for Halloween, and it was a ghost town, man. And I would like to blame it because of COVID, but I think it's just kids really don't want to go trick or treating anymore. They get allowance. They get allowance. They can buy their own candy. Allowance, man. I got allowance. I was allowed to stay in the house. I was allowed to play with my toys. I was allowed to watch TV. Like that was my allowance. Like they just don't understand, bro. Like, and I feel like an old head. I'm 28, right? So I feel like I'm a boomer, just yelling into the camera about this stuff. But it's the truth. Like I did not get allowance. I went to small businesses, little Subway shops, restaurants. I would see they had cigarettes on the ground. I would go in, ask the owner. I'd be like, "Hey, can I get $10 if I spend, an hour and a half picking up cigarette butts inside your parking lot?" And a lot of times they gave me more money than what I was asking for, But nowadays, bro, everything's just handed to them. It's instant. They don't gotta wait for nothing. Like I remember, if you wanted to watch your favorite TV show or episode of your favorite TV show, you'd have to wait for the marathon to come on, or you have to watch it on demand. It's all available now, bro. It just trips me out, man. It just trips me out. I think what's really crazy though is like the disrespect. Like, and I'm not like no drill sergeant type of a parent. I'm real down to earth, but like I'm not my kid's friend. Like straight up, I'm not my kid's friend whatsoever. I tolerate no disrespect. My kids too, so there really is no disrespect yet. But you know how kids test you. But I be seeing other kids, other toddlers, they just let them just go, just talking back, screaming, hitting. They're like, "Oh, it's just an episode." Kids freaking tearing up papers, tearing up shirts, writing crayon, drawing on the wall. Oh, he's just getting it out of his system. I just let his creativity, just roam all over my walls throughout the house. Like I'm like, geez, man, I get it. Like a lot of us are burnt out. I be burnt out sometimes too myself, but I just can't have it, bro. I just can't tolerate it. Like I was raised in a house where like, you would get butt whoopings, like you be inhaling cigarette smoke. These type of things build character. I'm terrible, but no, for real though. These type of things build character, and mold you to be a pretty respectable adult, man. And not that our generation, now, like our teenagers now, not that they're lost. It's just that they're just so different. Like it's kind of strange. Like I see videos of kids playing the game, and like we would play the video game pretty obsessively. I think, from RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Madden when it came out, Halo, the early Call of Duties. We'd be on that game forever, for hours. But I seen a video where a kid was literally in a yelling match with his mother because he wouldn't go number two. He wouldn't take a dump. And instead, he was practically, darn near crapping himself in the chair. And she's like, I can smell you. Go take a, go to the bathroom, dude. Like, that's disgusting. It smells. It's coming out of your room. Like, it smells like death in here. And the back and forth I heard was just wilding. Like, my goodness. Like, I wish I could talk back to my mother. I didn't have the strength to get froggy with my mom until I was like legit 18. And I got kicked out like a month later because it continued and she just was not having it. I don't know, man. Call me a hater, call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. But I don't know, man. They got it so nice and easy, bro. They got it so nice and easy. Even bullying, like y'all got all these bullying campaigns, bro. When I was a kid, we just had to take it, get beat up, and you would get roasted, and eventually everybody would forget you got beat up, and they would just carry around their business. You would get freaking torched at the lunch table for like a week straight. And then one day you would look up and everybody would forget that even happened. But nowadays, you got these kids just deleting themselves and they get to claim mental health. Like, bro, I didn't get to claim mental health. Like, no. Like, you gonna have to either learn how to fight or learn how to take a hit. Like, one of the two. Live how to give them or learn how to take them. But I don't know, then again, you don't want to be passing down generational trauma. We had a lot of issues growing up, like cigarette smoke. I made the joke about that. Like, my mom was a super heavy smoker. They will never have to endure that, which I think is a good thing. Student loans, because they lined us up. I'm 28, 10 years ago. They lined us up and pushed us into the slaughterhouse. They lined us up for slaughter. They were like, hey, everyone, go to college, take those loans out. And you had a whole bunch of people that had no business going to college, people that had no business taking out Sally Mae loans. And they took out the loan and they didn't bat an eye. They got that degree in communications and liberal arts and culinary arts. They went ahead and got that useless degree when they probably would have been better off just like finding themselves for a little while and figuring out, a little bit about life. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dog. Today's kids will never truly know what it's like to be a millennial, and I feel like every generation after you or before you, my apologies. I feel like every generation before you says that, but it's the truth, man. It's the truth. We get better as time goes on, and hopefully things will work out in the end. But I hope you guys have a good day. It's just my live real quick, man. Today's kids will never know, bro. And it's also sad because they'll also will never know what it's like to stand outside a GameStop at midnight for a video game release. Like all of the cool things that bring us nostalgia when we look back, they'll never be able to experience it because you have to be physically present. There are certain things in life you can't be digitally present for. Um, it sucks, man. It sucks. But yeah, man, I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks so much for watching. You guys take it easy. I'm out. Peace.